Regain your financial freedom by grabbing the book 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power, an Amazon bestseller written by none other than Dr. Boyce Watkins. Grab the book now. Also, heating up summer 2023, B1 the movie, starring Dr. Claude Anderson, Madam President, and Riza Islam. Atlanta, Georgia, get ready. The All-Black National Convention is coming your way October 2023. We had the privilege of attending an All-Black National Convention. It was an absolutely life-changing experience. To get a free Dr. Boyce Watkins Black Business School training on how to make money without working, text the word STOCK to 31996. What up, y'all? It's your man Sam, and here at Viral Hip Hop News. Go ahead and hit that like button. Smash that notification bell, and if you're not subscribed to Viral Hip Hop News, ladies and gentlemen, what are you waiting for? Subscribe right now to the brand. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, and let's get to work. All right, OG, Triple OG, Big U, LA legend, was on his social media talking about hip-hop today, and he was not happy. Now, Big U, for those of you who don't know, definitely did his thing in the street in his time. He's definitely done his thing behind the scenes in music during his time. Now he spends most of his time doing work for the community in the city of Los Angeles and beyond. So he's definitely an OG in the game, definitely a brother that has been there and done that, spun the block a few times, and has a lot of say and a lot of guidance and a lot of wisdom when it comes to anything involving our politics, anything involving our culture, in particular in hip-hop, right? So he posted this on his social media a little earlier. I wanted to share it and then get y'all thoughts. He said, rap is no longer the embodiment of African-American resistance. It was. Now it's a hyper-commercialized cultural assembly line that somehow has been redesigned, to glorify the very issue it once pushed so hard against. And in his caption, he read, "Let the truth hurt. Rap isn't the message from the street anymore. What has rap become?" Now, this is a conversation we've had ad nauseum on our platform. It is clear that hip-hop isn't the hip-hop it once was. It is clear that people that distribute hip-hop music have an agenda to disseminate and distribute negative and low vibrational music to our people, to our masses, giving us a bad stigma, giving us the stereotype that we are nothing more than absolute animals. Animals, in fact, at the bottom of the totem pole. But I ask you, and I beg the question, when did this happen? Because although I agree with Big U, I argue when. Because, see, when I grew up, hip-hop was definitely more lyrical, definitely more storytelling, but the message wasn't all that positive, as positive as it was even the generation before mine. I remember listening to Biggie. I remember listening to Mobb Deep. I remember listening to Tupac. I remember listening to Busta. I remember listening to the Big L's and the Jadakiss. And they weren't talking about more positivity. They were talking about splitting the block and selling drugs and doing things. And Biggie, one of my favorite, had some of the most negative songs, low vibrational songs, if we're keeping it a buck, I've ever heard, even though they were some of the dopest when it comes to storytelling, beats, his cadence, his sound. Biggie was one of the greatest, but the message wasn't the greatest. So when did it happen? When did the shift in hip-hop and the message in hip-hop change? Did they know that this was going to be the long-term effect? Because now we see it in an absolute tailspin. We don't know what the hell we're listening to or what the fuck's going on in hip-hop now. So I beg the question in the comment section below. Let me know when you felt as though the shift in hip-hop was. When did it occur? Who were the playing parts in it? How did it happen? Because even though they were talking about selling drugs as opposed to doing them now, they were selling them to us. And the violence still remained within the lyrics of hip-hop. And the over-sexualization, even though we didn't see the females necessarily going to back the way they are, we had a few, but even they kind of stuck to the lyricism more than they are now. It was the men over-sexualizing our women. So it was there. And I grew up in 83. You know what I mean? I started really, really diving and listening into hip-hop around 93. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know in the comment section below. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Sam and CEO, the brand Viral Hip Hop News. I love each and every one of y'all. Love yourselves. And before I get out of here, please, there were storytellers out there. Nas was a storyteller. Jigga was a storyteller. Biggie was a storyteller. Some of the things that they talked about and highlighted in the communities were absolutely vital for the time that they did it. I'm not taking anything away from what they did. I'm just asking, when did the real shift occur? Because growing up, I remember reciting some lyrics that weren't the most positive for me. So love each and every one of y'all. Love yourselves, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.